Right, so we're starting with Chuck Jones's Peter and the Wolf. Um, yeah, and didn't just this one kind of passed me by a few times, but apparently it's a whole new cartoon by the legendary Chuck Jones. For those not to know, he was like co-founder of the animation department at Warner Brothers, like way back in the 30s, and actually created a lot of the Looney Tunes characters. From what I remember, yeah, I believe he met Joe Dante, the guy who directed Gremlins, and they hit it off, and he ended up having a heap of cameos. And so Joe Dante did Looney Tunes Back in Action, which was like his tribute to him. But yeah, we'll have not heard of this, so let's give it a look and see what it's about. Window capture. Where you at, window capture? Get this booted up before it starts. There we go. Okay. Yep. This company's unfortunately been around for quite a while. If or G Interactive. Is that... do companies have pronouns? I don't know. But yeah, we're probably going to get content ID'd on the music, but that's okay. Okay, yeah, let's get a little rundown
Hey,
on
want to know more
Chuck
about
Jones.
the animation or the music for Peter and the Wolf? Click here to find out.
Yeah, alright.
Sarah?
Okay, righto. Yeah, we are gonna get instantly content ID'd because I realised Peter and the Wolf was a classical music piece by this fella, Sergei Prokofiev. Right, let's find out about Chuck Jones though. Because, yeah, goddamn, something about classic animated stuff from like the 40s onwards is pretty fantastic. Like, yeah, if I've got nothing better to do, I'll just put on a big pack of, like, you know, a bit of Foghorn Leghorn, just play that all day. One of the most famous and celebrated animation directors in the entire history of something. Warner Brothers cartoon shorts starring Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Elmer Fudd, Wile E. Coyote, Roadrunner, Porky Pig, and Marvin Martian, and loved all over the world by animation and film fans everywhere. Cool. He actually created all those characters. That's crazy. Oh, and he did all the best ones. Yeah, What's Up, Doc, Rabbit of Seville, Duck Dodgers, I can take a leave, but... yeah, no, he basically did all the top tier Looney Tunes shorts back in the day. And gee, there was a lot of them out there. It's a shame you don't really see them on TV anymore. They only ever play the movies that are kind of like cut down and butchered anyway. What else did he do? Directed a number of films, animation specials. Oh yeah, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Horton Hears a Who, White Seal. Over the course of his career so far, Mr. Jones has been honoured with 3 Academy Awards and 9 other Oscar nominations. These are just a few of the dozens of awards and honours Chuck Jones has received over the past 60 or so years. Yeah, it was at least 60. In '94, at the age of 82, Chuck Jones returned to Warner Brothers, where he is now creating brand new cartoons with Bugs, Daffy, and the rest of the stars he made famous. Cool.
To identify what an animator
Oh,
is,
get to interview him too.
try to examine very quickly what he isn't. And he is not a comic strip artist, for instance, or a magazine cartoonist. These people have to have a style. The only thing they have available is the way they draw and the sounds that they make, or the dialogue that they provide, as in a comic strip. The animator is anything but. He must not have a style. He must have ability to move from style to style. The animator is much more like an actor
fair point.
than he is like a cartoonist in that sense. He must move from role to role. An animator must be able to one day animate Bugs Bunny, the next day Daffy Duck, the next day a dinosaur, the way a dinosaur would really move, the next day a dot and a line, and so on. In other words, he is more comparable to a great actor, or a good actor at any rate.
It's not like these days. In the back of the day, they expected you to have animation talent.
When he's being Alec Guinness, all we know is about the parts that he plays. And that's true of the animator and the animation director. Each one of them moves from part to part and must be able to have this extraordinary versatility. And
Yeah,
So
it's
it's
good
a
he was like,
difficult trade to
most
learn.
people fucking
The
retire at
first thing,
70
of
odd.
course,
It was
is you
cool he was
must
just
learn how
staying
to
with
draw.
it.
And the best and most important and simplest way is to learn how to draw the human figure. And
Same
human
with.
figures are available.
I
Look at an
keep forgetting
alligator,
how old
draw
Al
alligators. Look at a human,
Jaffe got to.
human being,
Yeah.
draw human beings.
I
It's the
think
easiest way.
99, 100,
Because you'll
something like
learn
that.
all about skeletal structure and so on. And the skeletal structure of all vertebrates are the same. They're just different lengths. So if you learn how to draw the human figure, you're in a position to draw anything from a giraffe to a shrew. So it's very important, and not important, it's a vital that you learn how to do these things. And then you can earn the right to start animating when you know these things, when you know how to draw. The single line is to drawing what grammar is to the writer. And it starts way back in the cave paintings in Altamira or Peshmir in France and Italy. And look at those magnificent drawings on the caves, and you see how beautifully these people draw them. You come up through Leonardo da Vinci to Andy Warhol to Picasso.
Yeah, that's the other thing with modern animes. That's kind of the case with kind of
Look at any
everyone
animated character
nowadays.
is
Like
defined by the single line.
when you went to a
And
job,
there's not a bunch of brushes or shading or anything like
your
that.
past
It's
experience
all by
it
that
meant you
single
usually
line.
went to
It's a magnificent
experience
achievement to
things.
be able to
The
write
kids have got it easy
down
these
as
days.
clearly and as simply as you can with that single line.
I do have to find that. I have to find a
the thing
place
worth
where I can
achieving.
get like some high
And
quality art
curiously enough, if you study that
and just
way,
check
you
all
don't
that
have to
shit
go
out.
into
Because
animation.
I do like a
Because
bit
it's
of art.
the same background, the same disciplines of drawing will serve you to put you in as an architect or as an illustrator or as an easel painter or as anything else. But if I were you, I would become an animator because it's much more fun.
Oh yeah, I imagine it's fun cranking out, however many bloody pictures a day they do to get these done. Yeah, no, it looks like he's having a fun old time. Well, there you go. All right, well let's watch the actual movie itself, I guess.
Sarah,
No. Cool.
Hey,
Animated tail. Oh, do we get... Can I make this any bigger? Oh, he's trying to play that logjam game.
hi,
Okay.
I'm Ross Mallinger. Welcome to the animated tale of Peter and
Jeez,
the
that
Wolf.
kid's got a white head. Holy shit. Doesn't it? Yeah, the, Partridge Family hair doesn't
The
really help with that.
Sergei Prokofiev created Peter and the Wolf to show him music and tell a story.
Wow.
Each
Oh god,
character
someone
is played
sacked
by
the
a
fucking
different
editor for
musical
this.
instrument. For example, the flute is the bird. The duck is the oboe.
That certainly is an oboe. But yeah, I miss that as well. Like, Animaniacs kind of did it, but I do miss... Like, that was the ultimate tribute to Looney Tunes cartoons. The fact that you had a full live orchestra, behind,
Grandfather is the
doing all the
bassoon.
music to, go with the actions and stuff like that.
The hunters are played by the timpani. And the wolf is played by 3 French horns.
There's some menacing French horns.
And our hero Peter is played by the entire string section.
I have heard about bad experiences about chicks hooking up with French horn players, because every time you go to make out with them, the guy tries to stick his fist in your ass.
Now in our animated adventure of Peter and the Wolf, we still have the instruments playing these characters. And on top of
Okay,
that,
are we getting
we've got
the
a few
actual
voices too,
thing?
including me as Peter.
Oh, okay, this kid's voice
So
in
sit
Peter.
back,
Righto.
get ready for a great adventure, and we're out of here.
Yeah, I did see they got Kirstie Alley and
By the
Lloyd
way,
Bridges for this too.
Watch out for wolves.
Yeah, watch
And
out
one
for
more
wolves.
thing. If you want to see the whole Peter and the Wolf story without stopping, click on auto. But if you want to be in charge yourself, click on manual.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, sweet. No worries. Just hitting auto, I suppose. Oh, that's nice. You're getting it in, Oh, no. You're getting it in full screen, but it's just, like a Macromedia Director animation with sprinkle wipe included. Oh, that sucks. That sucks a lot. Yeah, no, I was hoping for like an actual animation sort of thing.
Kitty.
Yeah. So much for
Kitty,
bloody,
kitty.
Okay, so the
Kitty.
animation's not too
Kitty,
bad.
kitty.
It's just not,
Hey,
video
cat.
quality.
Oh, come on. Where are you? I know I can do this.
Yeah, I still can't whistle properly. I can whistle if I breathe inwards, but not
This
outwards.
is the
Never
story
been able
of
to
Peter
master it.
and the wolf. Peter lives with his grandfather at the base of the Matterhorn in a beautiful meadow.
But you can't whistle? Yeah, I can, mate. I can go... I can whistle in, but not out. I've always wanted
It
to
had
do
been a
the
long, cold winter,
put your
and the
fingers
warm
in and
sun and
do that,
fresh,
like,
cool
shrill
breeze
whistle.
were exactly what
Can't do it.
Peter needed.
I'm out of here.
So, making sure he isn't seen by his grandfather,
But welcome in, mate. Good
Peter
to see you.
sneaks out of the house, past the big garden gate, and out into the meadow.
Did someone
His meadow.
did someone make this with
Yes.
the
Peter
Spider-Man
spots his favorite
cartoon
climbing
maker,
tree in
like
the
a version
distance,
of that?
and decides climbing is a perfect pastime for a perfect spring day.
Oh, there's Kirstie
So,
Alley.
he sets out for the big oak tree on the pond's bank.
Yeah. No, I'll be getting
Suddenly,
more
a
of a
bird
fix of
darts
Kirstie
down
Alley, because
and
I'll be
playfully
switching over
circles
to
Peter's
Cheers once
head.
I finish with Frasier.
Peter and the bird are old friends.
Hey, I'm glad to see you too.
That bird doesn't look friendly. He's just sitting there swooping him.
He takes off after her toward the big oak tree. Peter starts to climb, doing his best to keep up.
Oh, wow, he's got like Spider-Man action.
Finally, they reach a large branch at the very top of the tree.
So, what is it already? Oh.
What was he seeing in
The bird proudly shows Peter the reason for all the excitement. Her nest, filled with 6 recently laid eggs.
These eggs came
The
out
eggs
of
are
me.
a brilliant blue with black spots. And of course, Peter immediately tries to touch them. But you can look, but you can't touch, the bird tells Peter with a hyper flutter of her wing. But Peter doesn't take no lightly, and he climbs to a higher branch. He hangs upside down and tries to touch the eggs when she's not looking. But she is looking. And Peter backs away.
Oh, brother.
Well, maybe if you're quiet, you can touch them, the bird seems to say.
I promise.
So very, very carefully, Peter reaches out and touches one of the sky blue eggs with the very tip of his finger.
Just shatters into a million pieces.
Just then, a fluffy, fat duck, contentedly quacking to himself like a reedy old oboe, begins his trek from the house to the pond, waddling all the way. You see, the duck is very happy because Peter forgot to shut the gate. Now he can have a nice swim in the pond. It had been a long winter for him, too.
Is this duck been drinking?
The bird notices the duck. But the duck, oblivious to all else, continues his ridiculous journey to the pond.
This is a very slow, ridiculous journey. Yeah, I'm honestly surprised Chuck
The
Jones
bird
put his name to
cannot
this.
believe her
This-
eyes. Besides,
Yeah, Windows
she
3.1
definitely
is
doesn't
not
like having
what
to
you
share
want to
Peter
make
with
a
anyone
fucking
else.
cartoon. I know that for a
Especially this
fact.
poor ornithological excuse.
A poor what?
Those were her words, not mine. Anyway, the bird flies out of the tree and circles round the duck, just to get a closer look. How could any creature who has so much trouble getting from one place to another, and on the ground no less, ever call itself a bird, she says.
Yeah, I actually have no idea how long the piece of Peter and the Wolf goes for. That's the only thing that shits me about, you know, opera and classical music and stuff. Like, they tend to drag it out. They certainly drag it out.
Can't contain herself any longer. She takes to the air, once again circling.
Like, yeah, I kind of whinge about how long prog rock songs go for, but they're usually done and dusted by 10-15 minutes.
Around the pond.
Why was the bird sassing the duck? Ducks can fly? Yeah. Just a sassy bird.
The bird, however, does not like to be ignored. Hey, how can you call yourself a bird down there in the water like that? Why, no self-respecting bird can swim.
Yeah, how come?
Still, the duck swims, trying to shut out the bird's shrill yapping. His pace begins to quicken and his nautical patterns go wild and reckless as the bird buzzes around him.
Bird form, yeah.
Listen to me. Get up here in the air where you belong. Get out of that pond right now.
Yeah, right now.
And it went on and on like this.
Yep, that's certainly dragging on. We gotta wait for the next bit to load. Yep.
Suddenly.
Oh
amidst
yeah,
all
I
this
just realized
confusion,
people would have had
Peter's
issues with
cat
this back in the
appears
day
in the
because there was like this wouldn't have run at full speed unless you had you shelled out and bought like a 4-speed CD-ROM drive. If you're on double speed, this would have taken fucking ages to load. Holy shit. I don't miss those days. I remember, like, anything with voice, like anything you're pulling directly off the CD, you have, like, everything just freezes
He spots
while you're waiting for the disc to spin up and load the information in.
the bird is busy arguing with the duck, the cat seems to be thinking. So I'll just get a little closer and maybe I can grab her. He steals toward the bird through the tall grass, disappearing, reappearing, and then disappearing again like a chameleon, hiding here and there.
Oh yeah, I had personal experience. Jeffrey actually brought in a dead bird the other day. Like, literally the first thing I found when I got out of bed.
Look out!
What's that thing? Oh, that's a dead bird. I've been brought a tribute
With a
for
flurry
my
of
efforts
efforts,
in
the bird
feeding
takes
the
to the
cat.
air,
Okay.
streaking away from the leaping cat with lightning speed. And with a quack of the oboe, the duck makes a beeline out of the way, a blur of feathers, web feet, and water splashing everything in sight.
Yeah, because what was the other... Like, yeah, operas drag on. Operas are like 3 hours minimum, for the most part. And then you've got, like, yeah, Wagner's Ring Cycle, which is, like, 4 separate
the cat
fucking...
decides that all of this is truly
Yeah,
too
it's like
much trouble
3
for
hours
such a small
over... 3 hours
snack.
per night over, like, 4
Besides,
nights.
By the time he gets to the top of the
Bit
tree,
ridiculous. I do want
the
to go
bird
and
will
check
have
it out
flown
at
away
some
anyhow.
point, though. Like,
As for the duck,
just experience it
the cat
once.
could take a swim for it if he really wanted to. But no self-respecting cat swims.
Especially, like, the amount
Not
of
even
effort
for
they
a
put in
nice,
for the ring cycle, like the bit when they're forging the ring, like, they have literal anvils as part of the, like, percussion side of it.
Peter, what are you doing out there in the meadow? Peter!
Hey,
All of
there's
a
the boy
sudden,
himself.
Peter's grandfather walks out into the meadow, bellowing like a rusty old bassoon.
I'm gonna remember all the
Young man,
lines from, like,
if I've
Hot
told
Shots.
you once, I've told you 1,000,000 times. This meadow is a dangerous place. A very, very dangerous place. The edge of the forest is right over there. You know that. And there are all kinds of ferocious creatures living behind those trees. What if a wolf came out of the forest all of a sudden and gobbled you up? Where would you be then, huh? Huh? You'd be in his belly. That's where you'd be. I'm telling you, Peter, once and for
Yeah,
all.
like, I
this
can't picture
meadow
Lloyd
is no
Bridges
place
as
for
the
boys
character.
to just
I'm
play
too
around
invested in,
without
like,
a
him,
care in
like,
the world.
having the sword fight with Saddam
Peter,
Hussein at the end of
a
Hot Shots
wolf is
2.
nothing to laugh about. It's serious business. Very serious business.
Ugh. Wolves are indeed serious business.
But boys like Peter are not afraid of wolves.
Yeah, boys like me are not afraid of wolves.
Oh, that was actually well animated.
Wolves, stupid old wolves. Am I the kind of kid that's afraid of wolves? Don't think so. Not me. No way.
Little did he know, he
Definitely
should
not.
be afraid of wolves.
Peter.
Exactly.
Who you talking to? I ask you who you talk.
Well,
Are you making fun of me?
oh man.
Come on, boy. I've had
Yeah,
enough of this.
that is
More than
definitely
enough.
a kid
I'm an
thing
old
though.
man
Like
now.
most kids
I
are
got
just
more important things to do than
too stupid to
chase you
realize they
around the
should be
meadow every
afraid
day.
of certain things.
You're
Like,
a
yeah,
big
God,
boy
like
now. You ought to know
I'm
better.
so much more
should
fearful
they
at a
taught you
lot of
better?
stuff nowadays now that I'm older.
Now, young man, you get back in that house right away.
I was a little bit fearful of stuff,
I-
like heights were a big one for me when I was a kid. Yeah, I know your issues with the ocean, mate. Yeah, no, fuck the ocean. Yeah, because I remember having a jump. I remember being 12 and, like, scuba diving for the first time. No issues, no
And no
nothing.
sooner had
And,
Peter gone
the second
than a
time I
wolf
tried, I was about
did
19,
appear.
and I had a full-blown panic attack.
Big
Just because of the
gray
wetsuit. It was just that bloody constricting.
In a flash,
Like,
the
yeah.
entire meadow reacts
Couldn't
to his
actually
ominous
dive after that.
presence. The
Yeah.
wolf
Even the rabbits and the other animals are
he
smart enough to know
smells something.
this thing's gonna eat me. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Yeah, maybe he's just sex starved. Maybe he's like the wolf from like Red Hot Riding Hood. You get him some pussy and he'll move on. Even the waterfall's like, no, don't drink out of me. Okay.
The cat
Yep.
climbs up the tree. Meow. The duck also spots the wolf. And in all the excitement, he leaves the safety of the pond, jumps out of the water, and makes a run for it. Meanwhile, the wolf is getting closer and closer and closer, moving in on the
Wolf's
duck,
just like, I'll
who
get
is
you
now
eventually.
quacking for all he's worth, trying to get away. Quack! 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 Closer and closer and closer. And he grabs the duck, and with one gulp, he swallows the duck whole. Ew.
Oh no. I mean, the duck didn't choose to fly. It's basically suicide by wolf. Yeah. Yeah, because I also can't remember if this was actually adapted into a proper cartoon and they've just like ripped it from here, or whether this was the product itself that came out. And yeah, this might be sad, but this is nowhere near as depressing as fucking Animals of Farthing Wood. Like,
Here's how things stand.
That was messed up, that
The
show.
cat is perched on one branch of the tree, and the bird is on another, but not too close to the cat.
You fucking leave my eggs alone. Nah. Peck your eyes out. And they at least understand enough to know that, yeah, like when a cat swishes its tail side by side, it's agitated by something. Yeah, because apparently that's why
The
cats
wolf
get
is
freaked out by
walking
dogs. They read the body
around
language and they
the
think
bottom
like
of
a
the
happy
tree,
dog with its wagging tail
eyeing
is
both the
a
bird and the
threat,
cat.
because that's how it views something aggressive in the cat form.
Obviously, the duck had only been an appetizer.
He's like, you're right, Castiali, I need more food. Hang on, I always get them mixed up. Is it Christy or Kirsty? No, it's Kirstie Alley. Yeah, yep. Had to double check. And yep, it's...
Without showing the slightest bit of fear, Peter had watched the entire scene from behind the closed gate.
Whoa, this is major.
Now, he grabs a rope and expertly climbs up on top of the high stone wall that separates his house from the meadow. He swings onto an overhanging branch and moves silently through the leaves, quietly shimmying down the tree. He sneaks out into the meadow, arriving at the big climbing tree on the pond's bank. From his hiding place in the tall grass, Peter finds a rock on the ground. He throws it into the pond. The wolf runs to the water to see what new gastronomic delight is splashing around. Meanwhile, Peter climbs the tree and finds the bird.
Fly down and circle the wolf's head. I've got a plan. Don't blow it. That wolf has it bad for birds.
Don't get me involved. I'm a newly made mother.
Soaring and darting and diving and displaying unbelievable flying skills, the bird does what Peter told him. At first, the wolf is so stunned by this feat of courage, he doesn't even attempt to catch her. He just tries to keep out of the way. But quickly the wolf comes to his senses. His eyes glow red as he
Wolves
prepares to catch the
cannot be
bird.
fans of getting swooped. Yeah.
The wolf misses, for the bird is way too quick and agile. But he tries again. And again he misses. Undaunted, the bird continues her aerial assault on the wolf. This time she leads him in a circle. Around and around and around. But he doesn't stand a chance, for the bird is way too clever and way too fast. Finally, in momentary defeat, and no doubt exhaustion, the wolf gives up. He takes a quick
I
rest
suppose
before
he's got the
deciding
itis
what's
from
next
eating
on
that
his
dog.
menu. Little did the wolf realize that a rope was slowly navigating its way down through the very tree he was
Oh shit,
snooping.
he's gonna lynch him.
The rope slithers to the ground like a snake, gently wrapping itself around his tail.
Oh, okay. This could have ended poorly.
Suddenly, Peter tugs on the rope, which of course awakens the wolf.
This probably isn't the smartest plan.
Trying to escape the rope now tied to his tail, the wolf jumps wildly around. But Peter keeps pulling on the rope with all of his might, slowly pulling the wolf closer and closer.
Yeah, also a stupid idea.
But it isn't enough. After all, Peter doesn't weigh that much. And the wolf gains ground. Back and forth it goes, this battle between Peter and the wolf. Finally, Peter musters all of his strength.
Go
and
on,
gives
get him.
one
Get him.
more gigantic pull. And the wolf, in total disbelief, finds himself dangling from the tree. Caught.
Yeah, great. Alright. Now go get your dad and get the gun. You've done all the hard work. You shouldn't need to do any more after this.
Just then, a flash of red and a puff of smoke appear way off in the distance. a band of hunters rolls out of the woods.
That's creepy, massive hunters. Bloody hell.
You see, the hunters were following the wolf's trail. The hunters are a clumsy, bumbling bunch, and even though they're trying to silently sneak up on the wolf, their guns accidentally go off in an impromptu 21-gun salute.
How does that work? Yeah, now, well, you only got muskets, so now you don't have to sit there for the next fucking minute or so to reload. Good one, dickheads.
Marching through the meadow, like a miniature toy army, the hunters spot the wolf dangling from the tree in the distance. Celebrating that they've finally caught up with the wolf, they fire a volley of shots into the air, this time on purpose.
They're probably going to kill everything but the wolf the way they're going.
The noise startles the wolf so much that he opens his mouth in surprise and... Quack! Quack! The duck, still alive, falls out with a... The hunters draw their guns, not sure whether to shoot the wolf or the duck.
Hey, what are you doing? Don't shoot! Anything!
And Peter runs over to help the poor, confused duck get back up on its wobbly, webbed feet. Still trembling, the duck realizes his incredible luck. He begins to dance a ridiculous ballet of joy.
Game? Yeah. I don't think so, because, yeah, like you had
dizzy
Fudd in
duck
a heap
pirouettes in front
of
of the
Looney
wolf.
Tunes cartoons. They weren't exactly
Still hanging by his tail,
anti-gun.
is now feeling more than a bit mortified at his situation. The duck's wobbly pirouettes don't help any either. Huh? Regaining his composure, the wolf snaps and growls at the duck, catching the poor duck's tail feathers in his mouth.
Oh no!
Before Peter can make a move, the duck wiggles free, waddling dizzily away.
Still drunk.
Now help us take the wolf to the zoo.
Peter tells the hunters.
I'm
You
sorry,
see, the
what?
wolf will be safe at the zoo, and so will everyone else.
And
Yeah,
following Peter's lead,
cage wild
the
animal. Yeah,
entire
that's a
meadow
great
begins to
plan. That's a
prepare
much better
for
plan
grand
than just putting it
procession.
out of its misery. Sure. Hang on, what's the caterpillar got to be afraid of? The wolf's not gonna eat a fucking caterpillar.
Before
or a
you know
bug.
it, the hunters volunteer to build a cage for the wolf. Unfortunately, they aren't any better at carpentry than they are at hunting.
Oh, for fuck's sake, really?
The wolf naturally is not pleased.
Yeah, something tells me this isn't the actual story of the
Everyone else
classical
is.
piece.
And they
Playing
rush
over
to
all this.
join Peter and the wolf in a procession to the zoo.
I suppose
Just
they got the
when
right
the
idea on Monster
celebration
Hunter terms,
really
because
started
you're
to
usually
get
getting,
rolling,
more materials out of a capture than a
Grandfather
kill.
reappeared.
I have a feeling that classic would be the boy getting eaten. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Peter, you disobeyed me again, didn't you?
But I caught the wolf, didn't I?
Yes, you did. But what would have happened if you hadn't caught the wolf? What if the wolf had caught you instead?
Well,
The meadow is a dangerous place. I keep telling you that over and over and over again, but you just don't pay any attention to me.
I'm sorry. But aren't you proud of me?
No, I'm not. Now you listen to me.
Even a little?
Well, a little, maybe, yeah. But, miss, yes, I am, Peter.
You're lucky this is the wrong week I chose to quit sniffing glue.
Maybe even a lot.
Come on, grandfather. It won't be a real parade without you.
I love you, Peter. I really do.
So now, imagine the triumphant parade.
It's certainly a parade, I guess. Yeah, I suppose that's a fair point to make as well. Like, this was the 90s, and this is when, you know, things were starting to go pretty PC.
Everyone is marching in the grand parade,
think of the
proud
children.
of the brave Peter. And of course, the bird joins in too. Not only celebrating the wolf's capture, but her 6 new babies who had hatched amidst all the excitement.
Animators were too lazy to animate all 6 birds, they just did 4.
Everyone
hell of a boring
That
send-off
is,
for bloody
except for the duck,
Chuck
still
Jones.
quivering in fear.
Because I did
The
hear
duck can
about
barely
that,
walk,
hear that
much less
about Looney
march in
Tunes
an
back in
important
action as
parade.
well. Like,
Instead, he
Joe
stands
Dante
hiding
had
in
a
the grass,
shit ton of good
trembling all
ideas for
alone.
what he specifically wanted to do, but yeah, studios kind of like
Hey,
pushed back pretty
what are
hard.
you doing over there? Everything turned out okay, didn't it? Listen, you'll never have to be scared again, because I'll always be here to protect you.
I'm sorry, what?
Then,
You're the one that
Peter
got him
gently
fucking eaten to
picks up
start
the
with,
duck.
Peter.
places him in the honored position on his shoulder, and off they go to join the others.
See ya! Quack.
Yeah, see you now. What a crappy cartoon, though. And but yeah, I keep saying people would have paid like full price for this back in the day, $60 for the CD.
If you wanna
Let's
play
do this fucking log jam game and get it over and done with. Oh, well, we're dead already.
Welcome to Peter and the Wolf's Log Jam game. Come on, make it across the river with me. But don't get knocked off your log, or you'll have to start over. And don't forget, watch out for the wolf. The object of the game is to get to the other side of the river.
Oh, so it's just Frogger, essentially. Yeah, okay.
Come on, you can make it.
Yeah, look at him go. Oh, and they're just basically just reusing the assets. So, oh, there's a bit of a delay on the log jumping, though. Oh, fuck. No, straight. Oh, that's lazy. Doesn't even, like, get... Yeah, no, that's shit. That's really boring. Yeah, okay, no. That's... Oh, you can jump... Oh, righto. You can jump across like that. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. This is probably one of the laziest fucking mini games I've ever seen,
Good
though.
job. Why don't you try the next level?
No, I don't think we
All
can do
right,
that.
bonus points.
No.
Peter!
Oh!
Stay away from the water. It's trouble, my boy. Big trouble.
Wow, they actually put the effort into, like, Lloyd Bridges, like, giving you commentary. Okay, no, that's enough of that. No, back to the menu. Wow, that was...
If you want...
That was not... Feed him to the wolf. I should have done, yeah. No, that was probably a terrible tribute to Chuck Jones. Fucking... Wow. Okay.
I'm watching Death Sandals video, by the way. That's who the person is. So if you want to watch a full playthrough, Death Sandals,